Tonight we're having a special drink that's based on a cocktail called a Blue Monday, but I call it a Blue Friday. And it is made of vodka, about 2 ounces of vodka. There we go, 2 ounces of vodka, and a quarter of an ounce of triple sec and a quarter of an ounce of blue curacao. I don't know the history of this drink, but it certainly looks delicious. Really a beautiful color. Happy Friday, and welcome to Sense Memory and our Friday night review. Oh, delicious. Elegance is innate. It has nothing to do with being well dressed. It's refusal. Diana Vreeland said that, and think about it. Think about what that means. It's a very interesting point of view about what is elegance, what is style, as opposed to just merely fashion. As you see, I'm wearing my Diana Vreeland red again, and that is because we're going to be talking about the last two of the Diana Vreeland perfumes that I didn't get to review last time, and quite frankly, at the time I was not impressed with them. But I have had a chance to live with them and get to know them a little better, and they've grown on me. So let's see. The first one is called Outrageously Vibrant from 2014. It's a Chypre floral, and the nose behind this is Carlos Benem. And he's done a ton of perfumes, but he's most famous for Euphoria by Calvin Klein, Eau de Magnolia by Frederic Malle, and White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor. The notes are cassis, patchouli, and rose. Now, as I mentioned in passing on my other review of the Diana Vreelands, this one seemed a little too young, too sweet, but I've changed my mind about it. You know, it's perfect for young women or teenage girls because it has that, even though it's not a fruity floral, it has that kind of signature, but it's so well done. It's not syrupy sweet. It has a sense of humor and vibrancy and buoyancy. That's what I would say. It's vibrant and buoyant. And it's really very, very pretty. So that would be something to keep in mind for a young woman in your life, or if you wanted to suggest a really beautiful, elegant perfume for a young lady, that certainly is this perfume. Now, the next one on the list is Absolutely Vital 2014. It's an oriental floral, and the perfumer behind this is Yves Cassar. Yves Cassar. Yves Cassar is famous for Pure White Linen by Estée Lauder, The Big Pony #1 by Ralph Lauren, and Tom Ford for Men, among many others. He's done quite a few himself too. The notes in this one are sandalwood, rose, Egyptian jasmine, myrrh, a popinax. Now, popinax is a type of myrrh, but it's more sweet and honey-like than a regular myrrh. Regular myrrh is more medicinal. So they blended those two together. And it's topped off with vanilla in the bottom notes. So this one, I have to say, this one is really interesting. And it is exotic. And sophisticated. It can be worn by either a man or a woman. I wouldn't say, I say it's right in the middle there in a unisex fragrance, but it definitely has an exotic feel to it, and definitely that wonderful Egyptian jasmine mixed with the sandalwood puts me in mind of something that Deanna Vreeland once said to Richard Avedon, the photographer, when he was going to do a shoot for Vogue magazine. I'll read it to you. It's really, really nice. She told him, "Think of Cleopatra pacing on a roof in a hot night in Alexandria, and everyone is so old, and she's this young, beautiful girl pacing that roof." So that's Diana Vreeland's advice to Richard Avedon, and definitely this is a very exotic Cleopatra-like perfume, but it certainly would work on Julius Caesar or Mark Antony as well. So there you have it. Now, I wanted to tell all of my followers in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, or if you're going to be in the Bay Area or in San Francisco, October 14th, at Neiman's, the wonderful rep for the line for Deanna Vreeland, whose name is Tony Mendez, will be hosting an event, kind of a grand launch for the perfumes at Neiman's here in San Francisco. And in attendance will be Diana Vreeland's grandson and creator of this line, Alexander Vreeland. So I'm going to be there, and it's going to be a great event. Tony is just working out some wonderful, fun ideas for the event, and it starts in the afternoon. Sometime afternoon, you can just pop in and smell the whole line and meet Alexander and Tony and get to know the line and perhaps buy something or at least get a sample, because beautiful, beautiful line. So there we have that information. And I want to close on Diana Vreeland with one last quote, and that's, I love this one. "When I told Truman Capote that I had my maid iron my money, here's what he didn't say. How eccentric. Here's what he did say. How wonderful." Now, I also have to tell you about a wonderful event that I attended last night with a group of friends and perfumers here in San Francisco. We're kind of creating a salon in San Francisco of a bunch of us who are passionate about perfume, and it doesn't really have a name, but I refer to it as the Perfume Salon. It was all created by Michal Gazinski, who is the rep at Neiman Marcus for Ubigant and several other lines, and the whole thing was he wanted to present to us samples of the brand new Ubigant perfume, which is called Iris de Champs, Iris of the Fields. And so in attendance were some really interesting people. We have, of course, had our host, Michal. Then we had Hilary Randall, who is a scent sommelier and is passionate and one of my teachers in perfume. Antonia Cole, who's a proprietress of Tiger Lily Perfumer here in San Francisco. She's charming and wonderful. Mary Eddington, who is a collector in San Francisco, who just is great fun and knows a lot about perfume. Then we had three perfumers. We had Mario Thomas, Mick of Mick Moi Perfumes, and Bruno Fasolari. Three wonderful perfumers here. They're all in the beginning stages of their careers and very exciting, doing wonderful work. And then, of course, from Man Loves Cologne, Sebastian Jara, who's a great blogger and a wonderful, wonderful presence on YouTube, and me from Sense Memory. And a little bit about Iris de Champs by Ubigant. It's coming out this year. It's a floral woody musk. And then the notes are, top notes are bergamot, pink pepper, rose, lily of the valley, pear. Middle notes are iris, jasmine, ylang ylang. And base notes are sandalwood, amber, woody notes, vanilla, and musk. And it is just gorgeous. And it's marketed to women, but I think it's very masculine. That wonderful iris is the star of the show. The iris is austere and just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I'm at a loss for words for this one because it's so wonderful. And fortunately, I lost my sample, so I have to get another one. So I can't just spray it on and give you impressions. But it just knocked us all off of our feet last night. We really felt it was a gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful perfume. And so you might want to check that one out. It definitely will be carried at Neiman Marcus. So there we have tonight's little mini review of 3 perfumes. I will be doing a more in-depth review on some of the Diana Vreelands and on the Ubicant Iris de Champ. So this is Lanier Smith saying, remember, wear what you love and not what they say you should like. I'll talk to you later. Cheers.